All right, let's check this video out first, guys. The death of value. What's really driving up the fast food prices?
Welcome to another video about a problem that is driving people absolutely insane.
Today, we're talking about fast food pricing. Tell me if this has ever happened to you. You're hanging out with some friend and really craving some quick and easy food. You pull into a place like McDonald's and place a simple order. Let's say 2 Big Macs, box of chicken nuggets, 2 large fries, and 2 drinks. You arrive at the window and the cashier looks at you and says, your total is $36.
What the fuck? Dude, back then it was like, oh, let's go get something cheap and fast to eat, and then you go to McDonald's and I would spend like $10 and be full. But now, man, holy moly, it's so crazy.
Now, some people would probably eat their meals and move on with their lives, but if you're like me, this interaction might get you thinking, how the was my total $36? Well, if this or something like this has happened to you, you are not alone. I'm here for you.
Yes, I think it's everyone, right?
Come on, closer. We can get through this together. As a consumer, you have the right to understand why your dollar doesn't stretch as far as it used to. How did fast food, the one thing that was supposed to be affordable, become so expensive? Why did this happen? Who's to blame? What happened to the dollar menu? And what's going on with celebrity meal deals, fast food apps, and more? Let's dive in. In the late 1980s, fast food restaurants like Wendy's and Burger King introduced a groundbreaking idea that would forever change the industry: the dollar menu. Wendy's launched a super value meal with items priced at just 99 cents each. Soon after, Burger King followed with the 99-cent Great Taste menu, where you could get a Whopper for, no joke, 99 cents. The strategy was simple: give customers more for less. It allowed people to enjoy a variety of foods without breaking the bank. The concept was a hit, and by 2002, McDonald's introduced its own game-changing dollar menu, featuring items like the McChicken and the McValue.
Dude, that was my favorite thing. After school, me and my friends would go there all the time, and it was big too, but then it shrunk.
Fries. Both
and I don't know what happened now.
Each. With just a few dollars, you could eat like
so
a king.
Big.
But as the years progressed, things changed. Dollar menus became value menus. Whoppers are most definitely no longer $1, and now for a few bucks, you might be lucky if you can get a single item from a fast food restaurant. And it's not just value menu items that have seen price increases. Fast food prices overall have surged dramatically, especially in recent years. According to the Consumer Price Index, fast food prices has nearly risen 28% from 2019 to 2023. Specifically, McDonald's has increased its prices by more than 100% over the past decade, which is 3 times the rate of inflation. And it's not just a few fast food places. Popeyes, Arby's, and even Burger King have raised prices beyond the point of inflation. If you really want to see a big difference, take a look at this menu from McDonald's in 1999 and compare it to the current menu. Look at this, it's insane. We are now—
Man, $2.99, 39 cents. 39 cents? What the? Holy, dude, it looks so much simpler too, the menu. I like this way more, by the way. It's like, can I get a number 2 and a number 5? But then I was like, can I get a number 4, a C, 5, 7? That's so weird, man. Yo, Ricky, thank you again for the big value to sub, man. Thank you.
At the point where prices have increased so much that nearly 80% of Americans say fast food is now a luxury because it's so expensive. That's right, a luxury. You heard it first here. If your significant other takes you out on a date to get fast food, that counts.
Yo, that was a meme, but now it is a luxury food. You're right.
As a luxurious dining experience. Now sure, it's common for the prices of consumer goods to increase over time. That's how inflation works. With inflation, the cost of things like raw ingredients and transportation go up. Aside from Arizona iced teas, nearly everything eventually rises in price. But typically, these increases are gradual, nothing this drastic. So why is fast food so much more expensive past the point of inflation? Now, the obvious reason that everyone likes to point to is rising wages.
Joining me now is Fat Brands chairman and founder and former Fatburger CEO, Andy Wiederhorn. Increasing hourly wages for fast food workers, what kind of an impact has that had on your business?
Well, someone's going to pay for it. Prices are going to go up. The wage pressure is going to drive prices up. Burgers go up by 50 cents or $1. You're going to see pizza go up. It's just expensive.
A man named Andrew Wiederhorn, a former Portland business whiz kid, now indicted in California for allegedly taking $47 million out of companies that he controlled. The indictment alleges Wiederhorn and his family used the money for their personal benefit, including private jet travel, vacations, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, other luxury automobiles, jewelry, and even a piano.
Well, someone's going to pay for it.
Many people argue that rising wages are the factor for driving up prices, but I don't think that fully paints the whole picture. For example, McDonald's workers in Denmark make more than $20 an hour.
Holy whoa.
Yet their Big Macs on average are 3 cents cheaper than in the US. So despite higher wages, their Big Macs actually cost less. If you look hard enough, you can find plenty of these examples across the world, and even in the US, where despite higher wages, prices are the same or lower. On top of all this, there have been many studies that have found that increasing the minimum wage at places like fast food restaurants or even supermarkets doesn't increase prices. The University of Washington completed a study that found despite Seattle's minimum wage hike, it didn't boost supermarket prices. So I don't really think it's fair to blame fast food price increases on rising wages. In fact, I kind of think that's a cop-out. Fast food pricing isn't limited to one variable. Multiple things have impacted pricing over the last 5 years. And I feel like I'm going crazy here because almost no one is talking about the other more significant parts of this puzzle, like companies running inefficiently, businesses blowing money on ludicrous things, and massive corporate leadership failure. For example, in 2019, Chris Kazemski became CEO of McDonald's.
Yo, is there a forum for McDonald's? I think just like WoW players, they gotta start complaining. Ask for some nerfs, you know, or no one's gonna eat there maybe, you know what I mean, chat?
Unlike many of his predecessors who rose through the company ranks, Chris spent most of his career outside of McDonald's, with roles at Procter & Gamble and PepsiCo before joining in 2015. This background is quite unconventional for McDonald's, where leadership often comes from within. Typically, McDonald's CEOs have been individuals with a strong understanding of the company's vast network of franchisees, who are essentially individual business owners running their own operations under the McDonald's brand. When Chris took over in 2019, it stirred up controversy. He implemented major changes, including large-scale corporate rebranding and store renovations, which demanded significant capital. These changes, driven by the goal of boosting profits and strengthening the company's position for shareholders, led to the rising costs we started to see then, and we continue to see today. But where is this money going? What even is McDonald's and these fast food companies investing in? What is costing companies so much that they need to increase their prices? Well, let me introduce you to advertising.
The Chief Marketing Officer of Taco Bell, Taylor Montgomery.
Live Moss Live, how we feeling? This is the finale. Live Moss Live, how are we feeling?
It sounds the same.
Like next week in every single Taco Bell, next Thursday, go get
Taco
your
Bell
cheesy
hard.
chicken crispinata. Oh, it's for real. One more. Behold the Crunch Wrap. That is a Cheez-It inside.
Wait, they hold stuff like this for Taco Bell? What the fuck?
16 times the size
Oh my god, Cheez-Its!
of a regular Cheez-It. I present to you the Cheez-It Crunch Wrap.
This is
The
not
advertising
real.
industry
Is
is a
that
billion-dollar
real?
behemoth, and despite rising costs,
Is
companies
that
are
real?
consistently increasing their spending in this area. Fast food is no exception. In fact, according to the reports from 2021 to 2022, fast food companies increased their social media and digital advertising budget by 75%. If these fast food giants are shelling out record sums of money, you can't tell me this has had zero effect on the consumer. And while it's true good advertising generates sales, bad advertising can hurt businesses and cut into bottom lines. And you might think, since most fast food restaurants are owned by franchisees, that they don't pay for advertising. Well, that's not really how it works. Franchisees typically contribute a portion of their sales towards corporate advertising. For example, Burger King franchisees pay 4% of their gross monthly sales for corporate advertising. McDonald's is about the same at about no more than 4%. Even Subway franchisees pay 4.5% towards corporate advertising. If advertising costs are increasing while not delivering the same expected results, prices will reflect that. Which leads me to this guy. Can we talk about how dumb fast food celebrity meal deals are? From Travis Scott to BTS.
I've never tried any of these. I just go there and get what I get. If I do go to McDonald's, just like chicken nuggets, what else? Fish fillet, French fries, maybe a sandwich. I never tried these.
J Balvin. The cost of these celebrity endorsements are undoubtedly affecting
I guess it works on kids a lot.
the average consumer. Don't believe me? Travis Scott admitted in a Forbes 30 Under 30 that he was paid $20 million for his McDonald's special meal endorsement. $20 million. That's actually more than what the McDonald's CEO and chairman makes, which is $19.2 million a year. What's fascinating about these sponsored celebrity meals is this is a recent thing. McDonald's never used to do this. Before 2020, they only ever had one major celebrity combo meal, and it was back in 1992 with Michael Jordan, which was at
there's a Michael Jordan meal?
limited locations in Chicago.
I
But
would
now it
get
seems
that,
like
Chad. I
every
don't
year
know.
they're shelling out millions to have some random celebrity combo meal that isn't even a good deal for the consumer. With all the celebrity meal deals McDonald's has done over the last 5 years, this is undoubtedly costing McDonald's millions. Now sure, that's just McDonald's. Not every fast food company is doing this, but many are. And over the last 10 years, McDonald's has had the highest increase in price out of any other fast food company. And now all of a sudden they're giving celebrities millions of dollars for these meal deals? I doubt that that's a coincidence. Chipotle, another brand we are familiar with on this channel,
I mean, they're still
has been in
making
the news
profit
for
'cause they're
rising
selling
prices
more,
as
right?
well. And sure enough, they have also partnered up with celebrities and even content creators to promote their food with special meals
Yo,
over the
where's
last few
Bean?
years. Subway is another great example. Home of the original $5 footlong,
Oh,
they spend a
$5
boatload
footlong
of money
was
on
so
celebrity
good.
endorsements. And guess what? They just called an emergency meeting as there are reports their sales are plummeting. Here's an idea. Stop paying celebrities millions of dollars and use those millions to offset the cost of your food. Yes, from a business standpoint, a good advertisement can definitely pay off. However, from a consumer standpoint, I'd much rather get my food cheaper, even slightly cheaper, than get a special sauce from Sweetie. But it's not just record high advertising increasing food prices. Another large driver is the way we order food. We have to talk about food apps. Companies are pouring millions of dollars in their food apps. Wendy's, for example, plans to invest $35 million this year into their mobile and
I
digital
still don't
menu
use any of the
experiences.
apps.
Just
Am
this
I
past
just
year,
old?
Burger King allocated
Well, what do I need a Burger King app for? I just go there and get my food. What am I gonna go? Let me see what they got.
of $1 billion towards a royal reset, with an additional $150 million to enhancing Burger King's mobile app. And in theory, I think investing in technology for these food apps is a good idea.
It makes it
People want
cheaper.
easier ways to order food, organize their
Like
coupons,
coupons and
and
whatnot?
have cool reward point systems. However, we can't deny that it's coming at a cost. And I think this would be a fair trade if it was actually a fair trade. But is it just me, or do most of these apps blow? McDonald's
Bro, the discounts you guys are talking about is a scam, man. It's gonna be like, oh, until Tuesday, so come fast. You're gonna be like, oh, 2 chicken nuggets for free by Tuesday. You know, it's a way to get you too, in a way, right?
for example, says they are investing hundreds of millions of dollars in their app and digital marketing services to win back customers, announcing they're offering a $5
I'd rather
meal
have them spend less on it and just make it a little bit cheaper to purchase. Then maybe people will go buy it more. I personally don't eat McDonald's anymore because it's so expensive, man.
deal like the good old days. Well, guess what? If you're ordering food for you and your girlfriend, you're screwed because you can only use one coupon at a time. Go on a Friday and you want to get those free fries that they're always advertising. Sorry, you can't get the meal deal
Dude, he's exactly saying what I was saying.
now. And just like before, it's not just McDonald's. Most food apps try to present themselves as this massive place to get food savings, but only allow you to use one
Thank
coupon
you.
at a time.
Thank
So you have
you.
to pick and choose your tiny amount of savings. And sure, it might be a few dollars here and there for a single person, But that adds up for families, which is why 80% of Americans now consider this a luxury. On top of all that, these built-in reward points aren't even that good. At McDonald's, every $1 you spend, you get 100 points, which means you have to spend $60 to get a free Big Mac or a free Happy Meal. At Starbucks, $1 equals 1 star, which means, no joke, you have to spend $100 to get a free drink. At Burger King, you get 10 crowns for every dollar you spend, which means you have to spend $75 to get a free Whopper. And the kicker, if you finally earn many of these rewards, you can't combine them with any other offer. So just like before, you have to pick and choose your tiny amount of savings. So we've got a counterintuitive coupon system, lousy reward point programs, and I'm not trying to be that guy, but these apps also track everything you do, and I'm gonna be honest, that kind of makes me feel uncomfortable, especially when 2018 Panera Bread leaked thousands of customer records. Sorry, but I don't trust these companies at all, and I'm tired of pretending that using these apps just for a little bit of savings isn't the most inconvenient thing ever. Between this, shelling out record sums of money on advertising like celebrity meal deals, and dealing with inflation, it's no wonder they're increasing the cost of their products. But clearly, it's way past the point of, okay, this is fair for the consumer. And when corporations blame us, the average customer, or even wage increases for declined profits, it's pretty laughable. It's corporate negligence, if anything. It took me weighing 30 burritos over a month, a TikTok army, numerous news articles, and a whole social media movement just to get Chipotle to acknowledge they were skimping people out on food. I don't want to hear any brand.
I gotta watch the Chipotle one next time.
I mean, customers or consumers for their failures.
Tomorrow we watch the Chipotle one.
Provide
I will say, when I went to Chipotle for the first time, I think I was in junior high school, my brother, and I said it wrong. And I remember a white guy saying, "That's not how you say it, man. Say it with me right now. It's Chipotle." And that it stuck on my brain forever, man. I used to call it like Chipotle or something. I don't know. My brother just called it that. And I was like, yo, did you guys try the Chipotle? And they're like, that's not how you say it, man. And I was like, oh, shit. Anyways, what I was trying to say is when we first went there, we went there because there was like a news around Bakersfield saying it's the biggest burrito and they give you a massive amount. But now you go, they go like, it's like a little ant portion. It's like, yo, give me some more, man.
Good and consistent product at a reasonable price point, then
it was
sorry,
like McConnell when I was trying to say
think twice
fanaticism.
about giving you my business. And clearly, I'm not alone. There are plenty of others skipping out on these businesses, and it's actually leading to change. McDonald's sales fell globally for the first time in more than 3 years last month. And as I mentioned, Subway recently had an emergency meeting about their sharp decline in sales. Interestingly, some fast food and fast casual restaurants are actually using this as
it reminds me of the fucking Among Us thing. Guys, get over here right now. Our Subway sandwich is not selling well.
Opportunity. Some companies are listening to consumer complaints and lowering their prices. Chili's, for example, reported a 15% increase in their sales thanks to their new 3 for a meal promotion, which offers customers a drink, entree, and appetizer all for just $11. The concept originated because Chili's was actually tracking social media conversations and noticed that many people were frustrated by the recent rise in fast food prices.
Oh, dude, they're looking at forums actually.
It's amazing what happens when brands actually listen to their customers. And I don't know about you, but I think the lesson here is clear. If you have a complaint, don't be afraid to voice it. If you're noticing fast food prices are skyrocketing, consider checking out local restaurants or even cooking at home more often. A year ago, I lived in Tampa, Florida, and during that time, I didn't eat at McDonald's once. There were a few reasons for that, but primarily because there were so many good local restaurants around there that I really didn't want to eat fast food. But when I moved back to PA last fall, not gonna lie, I was craving it one day, so I pulled into McDonald's, saw their prices, and I'm not kidding, I pulled off. Many people have done the same, and sure enough, McDonald's is feeling that impact. So yes, your voice matters, no matter how small. But that's everything you need to know about this fast food pricing situation. Hopefully I was able to shine a light on everything. Of course, I'd love to know your thoughts.
You guys go, boys.
I really try and read all the comments down below, so please make sure to leave them. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye. Good video. What time is raid? We were gonna go around.